Hi everybody, welcome back. I am going to be making a new album for a friend of mine, and I'm using this for the cover. It is quilt fabric that I got at a quilt store, and I thought I would take you guys along while I do it. I have this to go along with the front and some flowers I've made. And I cannot remember everybody's digis that are in here, so I will I'll have to mark it below because there's 3 different people. I know this is Shabby-dabbydoodah. This is not, and I don't remember whose it is, so if it's yours I do apologize. But oh, they are just beautiful prints. She does great. This is mine, and photographed it and just used it. So this is going to be a 2 signature book, and my girlfriend who is going to be getting this is a she loves gardening and flowers and everything outdoors. So I thought part of this was really good. So this is actually one of my photographs. I'm going to use it as a center for one of the covers. And along with this is another one of my photographs. We are both, my friend and I are both very into photography. So I wanted to throw in some of mine in there. So here's another one of mine and another one of mine. I did quite a bit because I actually like it. And this is going to be the center of another signature, the other signature, which this is a photo of mine. And then I thought these were really pretty. And I cannot remember whose they are, but I will make sure I put them down below so you guys can look at them. So, oh, there's one more. So that's all the papers. I might add some other stuff into it. I don't know. But I'm kind of excited because I've never done a flowery journal, and I know she's going to love it. So this is going to be the front part of the cover. This is going to be the back part. And so I'll show you how I do this. I use my Tim Holtz form and his glass mat, I believe is what it's called. So I put this at 1.5 or 1 1/4 actually. And this is cut, let's see, I do not remember. I believe it is 6 10 tall, and let's see, 12, 15 wide. So I always have issues with my covers being wonky. So I use this, and I'm going to put it right at this bottom line right down here. That way I know it's straight, and I don't need a whole lot extra, but when I put, so I'll have a little bit to go over, and actually that's a little off, so let's go a little bit higher. Okay. So we are going to make sure that is right along there. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start by putting PVA glue, which you can get this on Amazon. I do have a littler bottle, but I like using the bigger one when I'm doing covers. So and then I brush it. It's easier for me to pick it up and brush. I'm going to get a little bit more on here, especially to get this edges, because I mean, you're going to be pulling the fabric over, so it's not as critical to get that close to the edges, but it's still it's a good idea. There we go, that looks better. Okay. Now, just got all moved with, okay. I'm just going to line this with the half inch mark. Put this onto here, and it'll go right along there. And I'm going to put this on here just to make sure I have enough for both. Okay, so I'm going to butt this up right to this glass part. That way I know it will be even. And then I'm going to turn this over and make sure it adheres really good and get all the bubbles out, because you're going to have bubbles and lumps. It's just the nature of it. Oh, where's mine? There we go. I will just use see, there's a bunch of bubbles. So that is so this will take a little bit to do, just because you don't want you just want to make sure everything is flat, and here's really good because fabric can get kind of crinkly, like you can see right there. It's a little, oh, there's the first part of the cover. That's going to be so cute. All right, so, and it's curling now, but when it dries, you won't have that curl. So I'm going to put this back up, and now it really doesn't matter lining wise, as long as I have this butted up right to here, because then I know that I will have an even, as long as I have all those right there. So what I'm going to do, I need a book. Oh, dang it. Okay, I'm going to put a book right on that while I put glue on the other stuff. That way it will hold it, help hold it down. So we're going to do the spine. And the rule that I always do with spines is if you're doing chipboard, you want 2 widths. So I have 2 pieces of chipboard that's the same as this. Glue them together. So I stick this right here, and then I put my chipboard down. Okay, got all but the little ends, which are fine. So I'm going to put this right here, and this will be my 2 width, and I'm butting it up right up to the chipboard I just put down. And now I put this chipboard butted up to that and to this, so it will be even. Now, because I'm lazy, I should flip this over and maneuver it, but I'm not, because I'm just going to throw that on there right there. And then get this on here, and then do that. I might wind up with wrinkles, but we'll see. I am one of those crafters that try to find the easiest, fastest, cheapest way to do stuff. I buy my chipboard bulk, and I get it off of Blink, I think. It's a arts and crafts store. It's an online, and I buy them in sheets of, I think they're 22 by 30 or 29 or something like that. Which I just cut them down and store them. But if you don't have a place to store them, it's not not worth doing it. But I get them for pretty inexpensive, and so it works for me. I will link the store down below, so you will have that if you want to try it. Okay, and right up against that. There we go. And now we don't need that book anymore. And this is good. And okay, so I'm gonna flip and make sure I'm getting all of my wrinkles, all of my you never know if like you're gonna have fuzz underneath your, which will put like a little wrinkle type on here, but that's okay. So I am absolutely in love. I bought 3 different prints from a store, and I could not decide which one I wanted to do because I loved them all. So, alright, that looks good. So now all we're going to do is we are going to fold all of these over and cover it. I do not know yet what I'm going to put on the inside. I do know though that I will be covering this spine portion with Pva. That way it's stronger and it will hold things better. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my littler one because that's going to be easier to work with. And I'm going to start with my corners, and I am going to actually chop these down. So I'm just going to cut them just a tad on all four sides. Okay, so I'm going to start at this end, and I'm going to get glue right in this corner up against here. Over here. And then I'm going to get glue on this edge. We're going to put a little bit on here. Okay, so I'm going to pull this a little and bring it over. And with these corners, they'll eventually just fit perfectly. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to flip this around and do this edge. And these are driving me nuts. Normally I don't care, but I don't like them on trying to do a cover. Okay. Just because they can get underneath and just then your cover's kind of, it doesn't look right. Okay, so again, I'm just getting the corners right here and along this edge, and then I'm going to get along this edge. And then a little bit in the center. And then we are going to just pull it a tad and kind of just work it in there. You're gonna get your hands gluey. So if you don't like your hands gluey, then you're gonna want to wear gloves. Okay, so now we're gonna work on this bottom, and so I'm gonna show you how I do these sides. So I'm gonna get a little bit in here, and of course right around in here. I'm just going to work right up into this area right here. So I'm going to get this, and then again right on the edge. And I'm going to pull this and tuck this little part over and pull it up. And that gives you a really good miter corner. So when I fold it over, it's going to look really good right there like that. So you can get right in here. want this to get in there. Okay, so I'm going to get this over here really quick before I continue. That way. I like to work on these long sections a little bit at a time, because that way I don't have the glue drying before I get to it. Okay, now I'm just gonna put that right in there. That's just the groove of the little gusset for that. Okay, so again, I'm going to put that little corner part in, this little edge, and then I'm gonna pull this over. There we go. And that's going to look really good. And I have little brackets I'm going to eventually put on here. Okay, so you do the same with this. I'll show you one more time how to do this corner. I'm going to just glue a little bit over here and go down. That way I have half done. Alright, so again, I'm just going to that little piece in and pull this up. And I don't have enough up here. Make sure you have enough glue in that. And then pull it up. There we go. Here, and now I'm going to do this side. So before I put glue on it, it's this little piece right here that I am tucking over once I get glue on, and then pulling over in case it was too hard to see the other ones. That's how I do it. And you get the tops of this side. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna pull that and just pull that up. Okay. Now this needs to dry, but when it dries it won't be as fold over. So here we go. This is a 2-inch spine, and I cut, well, 2 1/4. No, 2 inches. And I cut these at 6 and 9. So here is the cover. Very easy, very fun. I I like doing fabric covers. I'm more a fabric junkie, so I hope this has inspired you and taught you how to do it. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll get back to you. And thank you for watching. And if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up and think of subscribing. Thank you and have a wonderful day. See you guys on the next crafting adventure. Bye.